Hey guys, how are you all? Once again, your friend and YouTuber JBH, the multi-talented guy, is back with another video after a long gap of 2 months. This was due to online classes and being busy with studies, but my interest in this field made me to come again before you with a new video on a small science model based on physics. First, I'd like to thank all my viewers who viewed my channel and made my channel a big success of reaching more than 1k viewers. Let us go into the video. Look at this model. Do you know what is this model and why this model is used in physics? So these are just a part of the model. And afterwards we'll be assembling them. This science model is called Newton's cradle, which is named after Sir Isaac Newton and based on the principle law of conservation of momentum and conservation of energy. This device demonstrates the given principle via a series of swinging spheres. When one end is lifted and released, it strikes the stationary spheres. A force is transmitted through the stationary spheres and pushes the last one upward. This device is also known as Newton's balls or executive ball kickers. So now I'll be assembling this model so you can see how what are the particles in this one. So first is the metal balls which is with thread, and these are the some of the wooden holders which needed to assemble them. So now I'll be assembling this model. Friends, this is the outcome after I have inserted all the wooden boards into a model. So now I'll be keeping this metal balls into them. Friends, this is the final outcome of the model. So what do we observe in this model? By pulling one ball away from the others and releasing it, the ball will swing and strike the second ball, which in turn send the momentum through the series of balls, causing the last ball to move away from the group. When the last ball swings back, its collision then causes the first ball to move away. This process repeats until it finally wears down. Pulling away several balls will result in the same number of balls moving away at the other end. So you can observe what usually happens. So you can see what is happening. So when I have pulled one ball, this is ball A, and after striking, so you can see the ball is moving away. So what happens in this case, the momentum is transferring through these three balls and it is pulling away, pushing the last ball. So you can see once again. So even the same case is repeated, and I have moved more than one ball also. You can see what is happening. Okay, so why this happens? Newton's cradle consists of several metal balls suspended from a rack by wires, such that they line up and are almost in contact when in resting position. There are two wires attached to each ball to keep the pendulum motion in one plane. When an end ball, that is ball A, is pushed up and let go, it swings down as a pendulum and hits the next ball. The energy and momentum from that ball is transmitted through the three balls at rest to the fifth ball on the other end, that is ball E. That ball is propelled forward at the same velocity as the first ball had due to the force of the first collision. This process continues as ball E reaches its peak and then swings down to hit the ball at rest, propelling ball A forward and upward. If two or more balls are pulled up and let go at the same, the collision will result in the same number of balls will be propelled forward and on the other end. The pendulum action will go back and forth until it gradually slows down due to losses from friction and the elasticity of the balls. Steel balls are usually used because they deform very little upon collision and are highly elastic, meaning only a small amount of energy is lost in collision. So you can understand why the steel ball is used here. All the balls are ideally exactly the same size, weight, mass and density. Different sized balls would still work, but would make the demonstration of the physical principles much less clear. The cradle is meant to show the conservation of energy and momentum, both of which involve mass. The impact of one ball will move another ball of the same mass, the same distance, at the same speed. In other words, it will do the same amount of work on the second ball as gravity did the first one. So this is regarding the model. So let me share some of the points about this one. There are several requirements on the construction of Newton's cradle to make sure it functions properly. The balls in Newton's cradle should be the same as even a slight deviation will change the derivation equations and result in slightly different results. It doesn't matter how many balls are used. Although the more you use, the greater the chances for deviations. The balls should be perfectly aligned. If some balls were not on a straight line, the transfer of momentum and energy would also be misaligned, changing the outcome. Spherical balls are used because their contact is approximately a point. Other shaped objects could be used, but that increases the chances for misalignment. Hard metal bars, such as made of hardened steel, are used to minimize losses in energy due to elastic distortions. Balls are hung with a pair of strings or wires in order to keep them in alignment and to minimize losses due to friction. So friends, you might have understood how this model is prepared and everything. So this is regarding the models, and I also demonstrated how it is, how for what purpose it is used and everything. So friends, thank you guys. That's all regarding this video, and surely in the next video I'll be meeting you guys soon. Goodbye.